Hi guys, welcome back to our season finale of Fear the Walking Dead, episode 16 of season 6. The last episode didn't even feel like this show because of our location and being on board the USS Pennsylvania nuclear submarine, thanks to Teddy, who, well, cut long story short, managed to fire at least one. We don't know where the fuck it's going, where it's headed. We haven't seen it touch land and explode. We better had. You can't launch a nuclear weapon on a show and not show it. If we get to the end of this episode and they haven't actually shown where that's going and what devastation it causes, I'm going to be rather annoyed. I'm going to leave everything else till the end, because I don't know what happens next. We left Morgan in the control room, we've thrown Strand out, and we've got rid of Teddy and his number 2 guy, and we don't know where Alicia is, and the rest of them are waiting in limbo. So let's go find out and see out the season of Fear the Walking Dead, season 6, episode 16. Let's go.
Is anyone there? Can anyone hear me? I need help. I repeat, can you hear me? Anybody?
Yeah. Heads up. Although that's probably a bit too close, I don't see it landing here.
You see the missile? Well, it's going to re-enter the atmosphere, and it's got multiple warheads. This may be all the time that we have left, so you should use it.
Well, that sucks. Her hearing this.
This isn't the end.
Yeah, everyone always can never accept it when it would be the end. None of us could. Oh, her leg. Oh, her leg. You should have known that was going to happen. Oh, my God. Bone. How is she still conscious? Why have they done that? And just hobbles off like it's no big deal. This is just a scratch, I'll walk it off. Fuck off. No, yeah, that's what would happen.
I'm sorry.
Looks like that's the
I
end.
can't do it.
It's the end for you. He went a bit overboard there with showing what happened to this girl and that she was just not even in pain. Look at her. Man, that's a fucking brutal opener.
When, if you can hear this, we're seeking shelter. Just if you're at the dam, just
So
stay
where
there.
did Teddy go?
We're headed up east side, 475, mile marker 17. What's going on, Kimosabi?
Damn brakes just went out.
What, like, because of all them that you just piled over?
Spread out! We may not make that bunker.
We will.
And if not, what does the Talmud say about what comes next?
Not for any of us, it isn't.
Same worse.
The phoenix will rise quicker than you think.
From the ashes. Yeah.
Did you fix it?
It's about as piss poor patch as I've ever done, but it should get us to the hotel in one piece.
What are you doing?
Dame el arma. Es que los traidores de Tank Down deben morir. He wasn't going to the hotel. He was one of them. That's how they found out that we were coming to the sub. That's why they were prepared for us.
Daniel, look out!
Charlie.
He was going for the gun. So he's through? Really was with you?
He lost his faith when he saw we were just driving you all someplace where you'd have a prime view.
Guys?
Nobody's going anywhere.
This thing's taken a long time to come down.
The coordinates. We can still make it.
I mean, there's gotta be something nearby. Come on, boy, let's go.
Like what? A fallout shelter?
Sells the ends that you wanted. Even if it's not the one we all imagined.
Hey, look. Huh? Maybe they have some beer. Maybe some pretzels.
See, it's the one thing that we said we were going to do when we found each other.
You
and
did.
We haven't done it yet.
No.
If this really is the end,
Then
this
she
is
wants
how I
her
wanna
beer
go
and
out.
pretzels.
Okay?
The dead are walking and the whole earth is scorched and irradiated. That's it, isn't it? Enjoy the view, asshole.
I'm gonna check the kitchen.
Because that will mean anything left, food, anything is contaminated. That's you finished.
We found each other. We found each other.
I know, and
After
then you got
everything,
all butthurt and wandered
that
off.
doesn't just happen. I wasted so much time.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I get this because this is everybody's life, right? When you know the end may be near for somebody and you're like, I wasted all my time. I didn't do this. I didn't say this. I didn't do what I've always wanted to do. And you're like, you just expect that there will always be a tomorrow. And when you're facing the reality and the fact there might not be, all the regrets come out.
But the bad guys always win.
They do.
You and I have seen that every time. Nothing that I did was gonna change that. And all it did was cost me time with you.
This is what you should focus on.
You have nothing to be sorry for, okay? Hey. Where's your cellar?
Why?
I'll get it back for you.
Mm. No.
Go on! Do it! No, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna do for you what you tried to do for that nice family back there.
Enjoy the view,
Yeah.
asshole.
You're not going nowhere.
You were the first person that didn't look at me like I had something wrong with me. Okay to be who I am.
Yeah. Oh, imagine, Sue, if we'd found each other sooner. Officer Dory.
You know
Spending
he's
your
got
last
to.
moments before you turn to mulch, putting me down.
I just need to say something, and I hope you're willing to listen.
He was right, what he told you. You can still make his life, your life, mean something. You just have to believe the people are better than the way they act at their worst. He still found it in himself to forgive me years later.
What does that have to do with me?
I forgive you for killing John,
Because you haven't even matured enough
for
yet
taking
to
my
see
son's life.
how people change.
Come alone.
She's an even better shot than me.
She is.
Why are you here? You don't think people can change.
I do.
Then why did you...
You've not lived long enough to know that people can.
Why did you kill Virginia?
After I lost John, I lost what he believed.
The hell's under there?
Yeah, why have you come here? Planning on surviving it, weren't you?
Get your lambs to march to their slaughter.
Correct. That's what they do.
We're here doing what we believe. We're not lying to you.
I've got to admit, I have been thinking about that for some time. That would Teddy have a fallback plan, because he wants everyone to drink his Kool-Aid and to sacrifice themselves, but he's not willing to, and that's just proven it.
So when the dust clears, we're gonna go back
No,
and finish what
we're
we
not.
started.
Did you even mean what you said? Then why didn't you tell me about that?
I couldn't take that
Gonna
risk
take you down there with him.
for anybody else to find out about this place.
Because he needs two people.
Mm-hmm.
What?
He needs two people to launch the missiles. One person can't turn both keys.
Oh, no, he doesn't know anything about family. He abandoned his own son.
He'll kill you when it's over. That's what he does. He discards people when he's done with
That
them.
bunker.
No, actually, I don't agree. I think he will use her for that first, and then he will keep her, because I think he has more of an interest in her than anyone is focusing on right now. I don't know whether they're expecting the viewer to think that way, but the profile that Teddy fits that any profiler out there would tell you that that is what they're also looking at. I mean, he could be looking at starting the world again by it being him and you, you know? So, but I hadn't even thought about the launch keys, because yes, you do need to.
You're starting, Sue. It's like I told you, you can either die bringing about the end with me by your side and you just being who you are, or you can, no, go on with them.
Too easy to manipulate someone of that age.
So you should use it. You should make it mean something.
You're heading up.
Hello? Anybody here?
Doesn't appear so. This show feels like it's really took a huge turn in these last 2 episodes. Like a different writer's come in and just gone off book with it completely. Now what? I mean, I don't know, maybe there's some morbid sense of twisted dark side in me that if there was a nuclear warhead going over and we all knew the end was coming, I would actually not bother too much. I would just like to just sit down, have a front row seat and just watch it happen. A lot of artwork in it. Somebody's in it. At least one person. They've kicked this place out. Look! What the hell?
How did you get past the dead I let in?
Oh?
Your gun, hand it over. You need to start talking, my friend. It's hard to miss. Is it gonna hit here?
No idea.
It's gonna hit anywhere.
How do you know?
Because I was there.
I guess that's the ball game.
That, as they say, is that.
You like bourbon?
Oh, here, we'll drink anything you've got.
Here, one of the oldest distilleries in Texas. That's Blind Lemon Jefferson, born near Wortham.
This guy's just
He
accepted
played
it.
around Dallas, though. Did most of his recordings between. I should hope so.
Not gonna matter now.
I'm a historian.
So this thing has multiple warheads on it, right? It's gonna.
Well, those came after. Just figured.
How have you
somebody should-
collated all of this? On your own?
We were trying to build a future. The others, the ones we were up against, were trying to end it all. We almost stopped them. We should have stopped them. It came down to 2 men. They had to give their lives to save everyone, but when push came to shove, one of them couldn't do it. He wanted to survive, to take the glory for himself.
And which man are you?
I'm the one that was ready to die.
Really?
So why are you here? Why aren't you with the rest of your people?
Because he's lying to you.
Here.
When is this thing actually gonna land?
I wish I met you sooner, friend. My name's Howard.
I'm Morgan. Morgan Jones.
Really, Strand.
You see the missile? Well,
What
gonna
happens now if
re-enter the
it's a
atmosphere,
dud?
And it's got multiple
Not that,
warheads.
yeah, dud nukes do
This.
it.
This may be all the time that we have left.
I know the ending I want.
What are you trying to do? Abort it?
We don't know where all those warheads are gonna hit, but they're gonna be close enough. Even if
Sure.
we survive the initial blast, the radiation, the fallout,
Yep.
we're not gonna want to live in that world. I watched Athena's father die from radiation exposure. It was long, it was painful, and there's no escaping it. Yeah, Morgan. That's the problem with me. I never tell anyone how I feel until it's too late.
I'm just thinking, because we saw Morgan scurrying around there trying to do something to stop it. they have the 2 launch codes here because they've been left behind. Now, were this back in the old world, you'd need more than just that. You'd need authorization and all that shit, right? But you've launched it. You've got the 2 launch keys in there. I don't know how these systems work, but from everything we've ever seen in TV shows and movies, don't they just have an abort button that you can press, you know, like AZ5 time? I don't know. It stands to reason that this safety procedure and protocol is built into all of these because we've seen it enough times. Are we missing the obvious, or does the narrative not fit us thinking of that? I don't know.
It's you and me both. If I'm honest, I thought I was gonna die at the Gulch. I didn't have another reason for breathing, though. I wanted to take care of you. I wanted to build something for Athena.
I'm alive because my daughter isn't. Neither of us were meant to be here.
You know, I actually let myself believe that I could have a family again. You know, with you, that I could be a husband.
It could have happened.
Warheads are separating.
Yeah, we've got like delayed effect here, haven't we, for each piece of the story.
You ready?
I can hear her walking.
Huh.
I can too.
Wait a minute. Can hear a baby. What the fuck? That's in your head.
Not her.
The dog with the baby. Oh, come on, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, right, she tied it to her so he would... Because the dog couldn't drag the baby, it'd kill it. Right, okay, alright. I didn't pick up on that. Huh, you've just been handed a child for the one you lost. Huh. Doesn't life work in weird ways? I'd be happier to see the dog than I would the kid, but that's just me. I'm a pet lover. Now we need to... What? Survive this somehow?
From Athena.
Bizarre. That's why they gave us that opening sequence.
I told you there was no escaping it.
Shut up.
Daniel, don't!
Why does it matter? Is there something here?
You guys?
The sandbox.
What?
You were right. I knew it.
Where did the helicopter come from? Who's in it? Oh, fuck, of course. Why would it be anything else?
Who the hell are you?
Guess.
You got the coordinates. I would have been there myself, but we're low on fuel. She's here to help. The less you know, the better.
It's Al.
Okay, this isn't real. I shouldn't have to change for anyone.
Oh, shoot. I thought you doing my head in. Yeah. Well, you watch it then. See ya. Yeah.
Sue?
What? Did you ever really give a shit about me?
No.
Or did you just need me to turn that key?
This girl just shoots anybody.
You said that I should never change.
I thought her fucking mother was bad.
Now you never get to see your ending.
This is just bonkers now. This is just gone crazy. So is this the end, or isn't it? There it goes. Boom. Wow! They did actually show it. Only problem now is you can't fucking go outside.
Gracias por creerme.
It's about to come down. that's the helicopter gone as well then. Yeah, they are. Not enough to escape the radiation mine, but enough out of the blast area. But we're still alive.
After everything I did, I'm still here.
He's probably gonna shoot you now.
You did?
I'm Victor Strand. I'm a man who has thrown men to the wolves when necessary. Cheated at chess when a back was turned. Again and again and again. I've done it all my life. And despite the critics, I'm still here. And I've had to build and rebuild myself from the ground up, over and over and over again. Music and good bourbon.
But that is just part of the atmosphere. Well, there's not many people that can say they've survived a nuclear blast. Where the hell do we go from here? This is mad. Okay, guys, season finale of season 6, and I feel like the writers are on crack. They've just gone, fuck it. You know what? Let's just go out with a bang in case we don't get another season, which obviously they then did. Maybe that was the theory behind it. I don't know. But it was different the way in which they give us all the different perspectives and each storyline of a lot of our characters and where they were as it's going over their head, which is why it appeared as though this thing was in the air for the whole episode. And so Teddy has had his brains blown out. Dakota is Kentucky Fried Chicken. I hated that girl. I mean, I'm sorry, but in the end, she deserved that end. I don't really think we need to discuss those two anymore because they are no longer with us. It appears as though most of them were within the blast area, some of them, and Strand was kind of outside of it, just the rumble. Morgan and Grace were close enough to feel the effects of it, but not be instantly irradiated by it, unlike Dakota, who was a lot closer. And there's other warheads still going off. And then the elephant in the room here now is this whole part of the continent is now going to have very high levels of radiation. So where the hell do we go in season 7? Do we go underground? What? We can't farm, we can't scavenge, we can't use any water. Everything is going to be irradiated and tainted. I'll be intrigued to know. What I do like, and I've felt this for some time during this season now, is you've been slowly progressing Strand's character towards somebody who is separated from our group and way of thinking, just with the type of man that he is. That you've been slowly brewing what I feel might be our next bad guy, our next threat. And him finally coming to terms and just saying it out loud to somebody that he's just met, what kind of man he is and how he's always, and the reason he's survived is because generally he's been the cutthroat, the scumbag, the liar, the cheater, the swindler, the manipulator, and it's why he's still here. I don't know. I could be off with it, but it feels like that's where they're going with it. But as regards to the rest of our lonesome survivors here, the only other thing that is bothering me is I get that Sherry and Dwight in the little fallout shelter. Okay, far enough outside the blast radius for it to just feel like there's a fucking hurricane. I get where Strand was, and I get where Morgan and Grace were. But Luciana and Daniel and the rest of them on a CRM helicopter that took off, that probably was no more than already 300 or 400 feet in the air as the blast went off. Now, I'm not saying they were close enough for that to just go and just be irradiated, but it was probably enough to bring the helicopter down. We'll have to wait and see. That was an interesting finale, and if you'd have told me that is where we were going to end season 6 when I started it, I wouldn't have believed you, because it's just gone from... That's a siren outside. It's just gone from one thing to another, and we started this off with Jenny, and we've ended up with a nuclear holocaust. I mean, bonkers. I think we're smoking a bit too much when they made the end of this season. I don't know. How do you guys feel? I know a lot of you said it starts to go really, really weird. I'm going to continue on with it because we're 6 seasons down, and how many seasons are there? I haven't actually checked for a while. There's another 2 seasons, so if we're 6 in, we're finishing the damn thing off, aren't we? So please join me next week for the first 2 episodes of season 7, and we'll see what is what, who is who has survived, how they're going to continue to survive, and whether this show should now be renamed Fallout. I don't know. Talking of which, excuse me, there is a new series called Fallout. I will be doing that at some point. Watch this space. I haven't decided when, where, or how it's going to fit in the schedule yet. That was just because I've only mentioned it because of the way that this season has ended. Okay then, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you do want to watch all uncut episodes of this show and all the others that I've done over the last 5 years, there is a huge archive for you to browse through now. All I'm asking you to do is just go check it out with the link in the description. It's up to you what you do from there. Right then, season 7, episode 1 next. See you next time.